We got a tea cozy to keep the tea warm. We got some World of Warcraft to keep us busy. And I don't think there's any more casualties of Madam Peanut Butter Fingers over here, so that's okay. I did have some hastily consumed peanut butter toast for breakfast, so I am the problem. It's me. Oh, good morning, everybody. I'm like waking up right outside of the beautiful, the beautiful vistas of Mob Souls. I'm gonna take her back home because we have all the mog from there now. We're good. We're all set. 100 troll holdout. Or by the power of Deloa. That's not something we need to do. Okay, let's see here. Let's get windows here and here and here. We're wearing layers today. I was trying to dress all normal yesterday or cute or something, and then I got really cold. It took me like a long time to warm up after that. Okay, let's see. I want to do a few things today. One of them is to go back to the Siren Isle just to see about a Kelpstalker daily. One of them is to make sure I remember to do Belladar and to try to not be in war mode this time so that I have a better chance of actually doing it. It looks like I don't need any of those, so I'm just gonna leave them be. We can get reinforcements though. I want to check on... No, I don't need to do either of those emissaries, so I'm just gonna leave those alone. And I want to do all of my Hallowfall Keyflame stuff for the week because I still need a Dauntless Imperial Lynx and I refuse to let it go. It's a kitty cat and I need it. Good noon hour. Good morning. How is Hazel? How am I? I'm alright. I'm not doing too bad. I was running late this morning. I do apologize for starting late. I'm going to try to run a little over to make up the time at the end of it. It was just one of those mornings where you know it's like really cold outside and you know that's the next place you're going. And it was very hard to get out of bed. Great map. Good choice to continue. But let's pop by Siren Isle first. Oh, let's just squeak in there. I'm very excited for next week because the weekly rotation I think is going to supply a lot of things that I'm missing for my War Within meta. On Siren Isle specifically. There are things that I can work on now, but I think that the Naga rotation is going to help a lot. And it'll be another time walking week, and I'm not going to do it on a DPS this time because I'm learning. Working on Family Pet Battle once you complete the world quest. Yes, you can keep battling the trainer. I think there may be some of the... It didn't used to be like that, so it may not work that way for like Pandaria unless they went back and changed it, if there even is a Pandaria. I think there was. But all of the recent expansions, the last several, have all let you repeatedly fight the Tamers. Even if their world quests aren't up, you can go to them and you can do their fights. Yeah, you're in Shadowlands. You're A-okay there. Cuteness I missed yesterday. I mean, Moose was on stream. He actually slept on stream for like the whole day. He was being a very good boy. Hungry again. Yep, still hungry. Never not hungry. I must be so behind on that for him to not be finished yet. If I ever get that mount done, I should, ride it around the Isles also. I should prioritize ingestion of coffee over here. Nice boy. There's nobody on the cam right now though, so I'm just gonna turn it off. Maybe they'll come by. Speaking of mounts, guess what I stubbornly ground out last night? Mounts stay ground out. Is it the Delve meta mount? I'm trying to think of what else it would be. Keystone Master? Something that you could grind out, presumably. Got the Thrayer Bird. Oh, nice. Oh, you were working on that yesterday. I should have guessed that. You got your cyclonic key while we were streaming. This is a known quantity. Ones with all the rune stones. Yeah. So I can get Mystery Meat, I think, in or out of the storm. And I need to work on... I also kind of want to work on Thrayer runestones while in the storm. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll double task that up. So let's go talk to the lady. And we'll get some bombs. Is it you? It's not you. It's over here. Different dwarf lady. Not dwarf. Goblins. Different goblin lady. I'm gonna need to get those guys sorted out if I'm gonna be able to survive this next patch. Backing into some easy mounts, unbeknownst by backing a pile of horde allied races. Oh, nice. So I'll grab this. And I guess I'm just gonna head back up to the beach unless I want to do the southern. I think I might kind of like paddle along the southern beach and kill stuff down there for a while. Hoping to get a torrential fragment, but because I think that I'm getting more... I also need another 3 thunderous fragments, and those are from the chests. And I was having a better time finding those along the south ramp. So I'm gonna kind of go back and forth, I think. And work on that. I've done the weekly quests already. Different backgrounds will be nice. Able to put groups of tunes into folders on the menu. Oh wait, I haven't heard of this. This is brand new information to me. New grouping thing next patch. I want to keep some with certain zones. Keep a group of alts for Shadowlands. Oh, this is a very scary thing. I need to pull up Wowhead. I haven't checked in a long time. Let's see. Undermine quest line. Priest reworks reviewed. Yeah. Also, this crab is winning. This won't do. There we go. Yeah, it's a meat snack anyway. Chinese promotion, man. Yeah. New Plunderstorm rewards. Oh yeah, there's gonna be Twitch drops. Later. Pardon me. I don't know where it is in WoW. Had I watched it in a video? Oh. You can have different warband screens. Different warband screens. Oh, so like more sets of 4, basically, than the ones we have already. Gotcha. Did they announce different backgrounds yet, or is that not? No. I need to know everything, and I am apparently incapable of finding this information on my own. Coffee. So if anything can drop a torrential fragment, then there's no wrong answer of stuff to fight in the storm, I guess. Coffee good. 4 to 5 different ones. They integrated it into the UI. Oh, okay. PTR has 2 additional warband camps. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I wonder if this will make me start using them. I don't use it at all right now because I would rather see my character be the solo diva on their loading screen. They take up more space, and gnomes especially take up a lot more space when they're solo on the screen. They're very small relative to other races, so my gnome main looks a little dinky on a warband camp. Undead Viking guys. Yeah, we were working on that yesterday. I wanted to do this just to try to get chests as well, because I need fragments from those too, but I'm still kind of experimenting. Definitely plan on making more backgrounds. Nice for organizing your characters. Healers, tanks, DPS in one camp. I mean, like, have more than 4 per? It would be kind of cool to have, like, the healer convention. I feel like my characters that were healers, if they were all the same, if they were all, like, people and not just WoW characters that I play, the healers would not... They would be, like... I don't know if my healers would get along with each other. Maybe that's a bad indictment on my personality. I feel like my DPS would get along just fine. They might complain about each other in Discord, but they would never snipe face to face. And then my tanks would be great friends. But if my healers, the ones played by me, yeah, I don't know. Oh dear. I haven't even found any of these chests that I was so sure I was going to find along these southern shores and stuff. I wonder where they go. In any case, I think that I'll probably... I need to pick my moment to take a break from this to go do... whatchamacallit? The Dauntless Lynx dailies, or weeklies. Oh, I just randomly got a piece of chainmail. I'm gonna need to figure that out. Maybe after the mystery meet. Maybe after I get all 8 snacks for my Snapdragon. Maybe that's when I'll log over, or not log over, but go do that. They'd all be jealous of things. How can you heal with leaves, you silly druid? They would end up like all layering their cooldowns at once to try to like snipe parses. I feel like healers would feel chronically underappreciated in general. Those things are big and scary, and I don't want to fight them. Yeah, maybe I should just rotate up north. I wonder if the Skellies drop meat snacks. You'd think that they would not. You'd think they would be neither carrying meat nor consisting of meat. Who's to say? Not so bad with the mines. I think the mines do like half their health. I was enjoying my time out here yesterday, but I was filled with hope yesterday. Now it's a brand new day, and I'm like, I just need one fragment so that I'm making progress for the day. Or at least I would like one fragment of one torrential fragment, I guess I should say. I have not seen new animations and sound effects for Shaman Lightning Bolt and Crash Lightning. Looks rad. Nice. It's always good to see Shamans getting love. Oh, we're 5 of 8 snacks. That's good. How many more do you need? 6. I only have the one torrential fragment I got yesterday. When everybody was all jealous of me for getting it, you know, just like randomly without even knowing what it was, I was all like, oh, this is easy. I'm done this hard thing, and I didn't realize I needed to replicate that feat 6 more times. They're so rare. I do live under a rock. That is true. I think it's because the rock is comfy. Also, oh, I found rock. You know, rock is friendly. Rock is cozy. Rock is life. Nothing hurts me under rock. No, just flame blessed iron. Although any flame blessed iron I can get, I'm happy to get because hello, kitty cat. Here, let me scooch the chair. Watch out. Let me let you up. I really want to shop for some of the transmog sets for flame blessed iron. I was buying like the individual weapon mogs and stuff, and clearly that was the wrong choice. Just because those are fine, but there's some really cool stuff. Hi, you wanna come on? There you go. There you go. Drop rate sucks. Farmed 5 yesterday. Took hours, but I really enjoyed myself. Okay. Did you end up with a favorite farm spot? What's your take after having grounded all of yours? Hi, Miss Kim. Hi, Sugarbean. You sleep okay? I woke up and you were perched right next to my face. Did the North Beach with a Vrykles. Okay. Yeah. Well, there's lots in here. That's good. Spawn rates fast. Morning Hazel. Mount Mania made me want the Flame Ward Hippogriff. Been living in the Molten Front. 3 more days left if my math is correct, which is questionable. Oh, man, that was an era. That was when they wanted to make endgame content really challenging, and it was one of, not the first time they'd ever done anything like that, but one of the first times they'd done one of these like heavily phased and progressive like end game patch content zones. They made it so challenging and like really grindy. I did not really care for my time on the Molten Front. Working on the Molten Front, 3 months in total if you do it every day. Yeah, that's a long time. Also, can I get like some cheap healing potions? Holy moly. Like I've been using my cave dwellers, but Algari healing. Is there, yeah, the silver ones are like 10 gold per. Let's get like a stack or 2 of those. Holy smokes. Can't say I will miss it. Do not do it every day, so more like a year. like seeing how the molten front changes, and it's easy, it's just too long. I remember it was dangerous at the time, but that was a long time ago. Alright, so I officially have got my meat. my 8 meat for my Snapdragon. So that was one criteria done. I kind of want... You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to farm these until either one of two things happens. Oh, there's a chest for you. Until either I get my fragment for the day. They're not a daily lockout, by the way. You can farm as many of them as you want in a day. It's just that if you feel overwhelmed by the process of the grind, pacing yourself to 1 per day might not be a bad idea. Somebody was suggesting that yesterday. And then, or if in 20 minutes when my bomb debuff runs out, maybe that would be something as well to consider if I don't want to go back and restock my bombs. Whatever we're feeling here. You're kidding me, Mom. Yeah. She's a sweetheart. Moose like booped her right in the snoot this morning, like with his nose. He just ran right face first into her like, hey, how you doing? And she was like, I'm worse now. She was not pleased with him. She does this thing where she'll pull back her paw like she's threatening to slap him, but she's not actually doing it. You know, it takes quite a lot for her to commit to the swipe, but she'll like show the paw and be like, I could get you at any time. I think Moose is in love, and she is tolerant, I would say. She's gone from active loathing to a neutral distaste, which is progress. Or you could farm it until you cry, which is proof that I have a healthy relationship to WoW. Yeah, I don't think this would make me cry. For that, I need inconsistently applied criteria for unlocking world quests and teleports in BFA combined with a world quest that is griefable by other people, incidentally griefable by other people that aren't even trying to grief you, and also kind of challenging to begin with. That's grounds. That's fair. Sounds about right. I'm still salty about that. Next time it comes up, if Flabby's around, then I will get Flabby's help, and if Flabby's not around, then I will maybe on the right class. I was onto something by doing it in war mode, solo, but I needed to be a different class. It wasn't going to happen on priest because I couldn't get the cast off. So maybe with a different class that was like unlocked and ready to go in war mode solo might have had a chance, but yeah, if it's a day that Flabbies are in, that'll be good. Okay. I don't know. I can't predict how I would feel if a viewer started griefing me. Wouldn't be a very nice thing to do. That was my issue, not getting the hand cast off. Yeah. People, apparently if you, like, you know, run up the platform and time a jump off of it correctly, you have enough time while they, like, go down the ramp. I was already a little too tilted by that point to do it correctly, I think. It's a lot easier on some classes. On a... What was it? I was playing a... Hunter just let me get enough distance, I think. I don't remember. I know mages can, like... Paladins could, like, bubble, and mages can do something or another. Ouchie. Luck? No. No luck. How much iron? 4150 iron. I don't want to enter my tank. You sure? What kind of class are you thinking of doing it on? I'm farming for a torrential fragment as part of the Thrayer mount grind, the bird on the Siren Isle. Tess Elizabeth, thank you very much for the 43-month resub. Appreciate it, Tess. More tanks, the better. We're part of the tank repopulation initiative around here. So far, like, they are Pally and Brewmaster the most. Tankingsnotscary.org. Tanks are kind of on strike. And one thing I did not do for this grind, and I don't think I want to do it, it sounds like a bad idea, would be to manually input the drop into rarity. I guess it's hard because I don't think you could do that because it can drop from so many different things. But to count like the wraiths in particular, I guess, just so you know how many wraiths you've specifically killed. We could be here a while. Actually, no, we're only gonna be here another 15 minutes, and then whether I get it or not, I'm gonna take a break to go do the Halifal thing. I keep thinking I'm finding a chest, but it's just like my ring effect. I think medical insurance for tanks is just healers. I think that's just tanks demanding healers. Sometimes this can get tricky if you're trying to share with other people, because if you don't tag them quickly enough, and it's not a problem on some classes, but I'm a priest. It's kind of hard for me to AoE tag. On a short cooldown especially, I'm kind of just individually dotting things. Although stuff does die faster with more people around, so that's nice. I could spec Holy Nova, that is true. Actually, I am Holy Nova, I literally have it, but it's not ranged. It's not going to help you if they're pulling a pack that's like down the road from you. Yeah, I have it on my bar, I just haven't been using it. Jeez. How am I supposed to farm these Time Warp badges? My Q never pops. That was my grievance. You gotta tank or heal. No, not a whole lot else to do. No wonder they're grumpy. Oh, just respawned. That's nice. Any thunderous fragments? My opinion was that the DPS queues didn't seem to be functioning quite right. They seemed a little bit broken when I was doing them. They weren't listed as being 35 minutes, but that's what it was happening. I may have pulled a little too much. Maybe I should do this with, like, more consumables on. I might need, like, a food buff or a... Goodness. A flask or something. Holy smokes. Do I have any food? Let's eat some food. Sat as a hunter for about an hour. Got very lucky that the tank stuck around to do a few more. Yeah, next week for me. I think also, like, if you started doing your 5 for the week on a DPS character, even if you decided that you wanted to do them on a different character, if you had tanks or healers, you're kind of incentivized to not switch, because you'd be starting over. But next week I switch. "30-minute queues, it could..." Yeah, you'd probably come out ahead. We got him done eventually. For this week, anyway. I'm looking forward to the B mount. I think that looks kind of cool. Yeah, I think it's a North America problem. People are saying that EU DPS queues are fine. And some time walking, try to queue with the same people. A lot of people leave quickly. Sometimes I check my bags just to be like, did I pick one up? What if I just didn't notice it? Maybe it just snuck by me, you know? No such luck. Pops on your UI when you get one. Oh, that does make sense. Oh, like that! Wait, no! That's a BOE shield. I mean, it's an appearance I don't have yet. It's added to the Warband collection. Sonoria, thank you very much for the 23-month reset. May the mount odds be ever in your favor. Thank you. Oh man, that shield drop just pranked me. Although, I'm never gonna turn down a +1. I think I got a dozen of the BOE epics to drop. Oh no! I guess I've had a feud as well. Or not BOE, but like Warbound epics. I think that might have been my first BOE. Yeah, does a grind I don't want to repeat. Would rather just do Incognito a second time than just farm mobs. I don't mind usually farming mobs for one drop. It gets a little more annoying though when you're farming to get the same drop multiple times and it's like rare to get. That's a little demoralizing. The worst is when you're farming a mob to get a rare drop that has a chance of containing a rare drop when they've nested them, like for the, if you remember like the slime covered bags that had a chance to contain a slime pet. Which was kind of a cute slime pet because it was, it would turn your character green. What was it called? Was it a disgusting oozling? Let's, yeah. Is that the one? Yeah, so it gives you a... It reduces your resistances, but it also makes you green. But it was a, you know, the bags were like a 1 in 20 drop, which wasn't too bad, but then you had to get a second... You had to get lucky a second time. Would you turn down a +1 if it sold easily for 3 million gold? Hard to say, because I could, you know, you could be like, oh, I could get 3 million gold, or... Depending on how diluted you are, you could be like, ooh, I'm saving 3 million gold. That's 3 million gold I don't have to earn now. You know, not that I would ever buy a 3 million gold mog, but like in my twisted lying brain, I'm saving the gold, right? Like, depends on if I like the mog or not, or if I think anyone will notice that I have it. Slimebag and Fellwood. I think you could also farm them. There was a couple places they dropped. I think I farmed mine in Swamp of Sorrows. But yeah, That's the kind of grind I don't like, which is when the Canopic Jar was another good example when you were trying to grind archaeology to get the recipe for the alchemist drake that you turned into, because you had to get lucky to even get the project to pop, and then when you made one of the jars, you then had to get lucky again to have it actually drop the recipe. Yeah, the sandstone drake, exactly. I don't like nested RNG like that. Thankfully, they haven't done it too many different times. This isn't nested RNG, this is just get the thing 7 times and then it's done. Even if 7 sounds like a lot. I have 1. Although, the longer I stay out here, the more I'm starting to think that maybe I'm gonna stay here until I get 2. Heard those only come from slimes and chromie time now. Oh. One of the frogs from BFA? No, it's just too much for me. I mean, but that's like for all 3 of them. You could get like any given one of them. A lot of people just get the green frog. That's the most popular frog color. I like wanted that sandstone drake. It's a lot easier to get if you don't insist on crafting it yourself. You can just buy one. Where do they go for these days? Vial of the Sands. It's like 55k now. that's dirt. That's dirt cheap. Right now I'm farming for shards for Thrayir, which is a Stormcrow mount. It's a component of what you need for the mount. It's one part of the grind. It is the worst part though. If you kite the mobs into the mines, they auto-explode. Oh. Thank you. Hellineer was awful. I haven't started that one yet. I'm a little scared. Isn't there like a mead bee as well? Something about farming honey or something. The cinder bee, yeah. Would you say that was easier than Elenira? How long did that one take you mountain farming people to get? That one can be tied with Seasbark farming, so I'm waiting. Oh. Maybe one day I'm gonna have to actually farm Seasbark on purpose and not just by accident. Working on Johnny? Heck. Me too. I'm just waiting for some world quests to pop. And then I'm waiting for me to not mess them up. 2 very important considerations. Pretty close though. No, I'm about to lose my bombs. But I think I might restock them. I don't want to grind out the whole thing today. I just want to get at least 1 shard, you know? 1 little piece of victory per stream farm. That seems reasonable, right? It seems like something you could hopefully get a shard out of 7 in less than 3 hours. You would hope. Not guaranteed, but you know. Very reasonable. Thank you. I thought so. I felt like I was being reasonable. Okay, should we move my dishes around here? Coffee gone. Tea's ready. Oh, the chest is back up. This is, I don't know why, this seems like a great place to farm the chest. They keep spawning here. Left my lucky stuff in my bag from Incognito, and I felt like I was getting faster. Coffee also gone. May need to investigate and remedy. I got some hand wraps. Scalawags hand wraps. 1 to 4 were quickish, but after that they take forever. Who knows? Yeah, RNG's a unfriendly person. Seem to do better when I use True Sight. Whenever a drop rate's really low like this, I'm always skeptical of all kinds of stuff like that, because it's just so easy to want to believe that doing XYZ thing is going to make you luckier. And it's so impossible to prove with a sample size of, like, anything relatively close to what we're trying this out with, you know? You can easily get lucky or unlucky in any given thing. It's hard, though, because there's no way to know for sure. /dance for luck. I put my lucky stuff back in my bank, so I wasn't carrying it around, I think. But this kind of thing crops up every time that you're farming something rare. There's always going to be theories of, like, oh, you need to do this thing, or have this thing, or have this buff, or, you know, farm at this exact specific spot. It's just human nature. You don't have that 1% drop rate mail. I got some stuff to loot over here. Wish there was a zone journal that explicitly stated everything that could drop from what. And at what percentage. Do you think it would be better or worse to know the official drop percentage? I feel like I would just torture myself with that information. Oh, hang on. I need more bombs. I'm out of bombs. So, somebody was saying all you have to do is click off your storm buff. And then it teleports you back. Yeah, okay. And then if you want to pick up more stuff, you go back into the storm and then you can get your bombs back.
Maybe it's treasure, or maybe it's a monster, and maybe those monsters have treasure.
Okay. Oh, also I can turn in the food. The loot item should pop up on the screen because it's a blue quality thing. It'll show up. The bombs are my BFFs. My little murderous homies. I love that they work both actively and passively. So if I forget to use them for a while, they're still doing something, but then when I remember to use them, I can just, you know, mash them out every 6 seconds. It's nice. We're up to 4,500 iron. I think at the end of this, I will be able to buy a cute little bikini. I don't know if I'm gonna mogger into it, because it's kind of hard to not be a swabby with my swabby mop. I like my swabby mop very much. Speaking of, nothing. Speaking of needing a conversation segue and coming up with nothing. Yesterday I was talking about how I wanted to create a rating scale to rate real estate listings by in order to determine what their score is to me personally based on various factors that are nice to haves and not must to haves. And yesterday I actually did it. I made a spreadsheet and I laid out, like, I brainstormed all the things that I would like to have in a property that I could live without, but it would be really nice to have them. And then I tried to assign, like, a numeric value to each one so that I could then plug properties in figure out, you know, do they have X thing, Y thing, and then give them a score. And what I found out is that I really have a hard time. Like, I was able to score properties, and it was kind of interesting seeing how they did. It kind of helped me figure out a little bit more what I want, but also the whole system is completely useless if you're not confident in your stat weights, basically, in how heavily you're weighting various things. And it's really hard to accurately decide how to weight various things, you know? I want it all, it turns out, right? Heated driveway is not on the list because that is in a different tax bracket than the kind of properties that we're looking at. If we have a driveway, that would be bananas. I think we're having different conversations there. Oh, but yeah, like I was looking at it, I was like, man, if one property shows up and it has this, it's in this place and it's for this price, I'm on it. You want to hear my criteria? I had. Do I have it pulled up here? No, it would be on my laptop, but I'm sure I can remember them. I won't know exactly how many points. Heat pump was a huge one, and that was a big part of my drama last night. Was I was trying to figure out how heavily to assign weight to a heat pump, because depending on where I live, that may be the only way for me to get air conditioning. And if I move away from Victoria, there are pretty gnarly heat waves that are happening increasingly every year, and that might be the only way to, like, survive the summer. So I was weighting it fairly heavily, and then there's heat pump versus ability to install a heat pump, because you can add them to places, but if you're living in, like, a strata place where the council is not going to allow for that, then that's a problem. So there was ratings for that, but the heat pump thing was one thing. There was points for a third bedroom, points for a second bathroom, points for being freehold over strata if possible. There were points for things like a dishwasher. I had like a rating scale for the outdoor space where there was a score for like balcony versus patio versus fenced patio versus fenceable yard versus fenced yard. Things like distance to groceries was one. If it was like less than 10 minutes to groceries, that was a point. If it was less than 10 minutes from walking trails, that was a point. Natural lighting, if it had like a lot of windows of a decent size that faced good directions, it would get a point for lighting. Noise levels, ballpark obviously because you're just looking at a listing, but like, is it near a major road or is it on a quiet street? Is it near, like, what's the crime index for the area, that kind of thing. Heated driveway is so that your driveway can melt the ice off of itself so that you can get your car out. Not so much for feet, more so for snow removal. Freestanding AC unit, but you may not be able to get, like, there's some stratas will restrict what you can use, and the ones that sit inside your home and only use the hose are not always very effective. Might as well add cost for house insurance. I mean, they're all going to need that, though. Some homes are harder, more expensive to insure. Shows how much I know. Strata not allowing for heat pumps sounds like it should be illegal. Stratas can do all kinds of things. It would be nice to not have one, but also that gets you into a whole another can of worms. So it's hard. Distance was another thing, depending on how far it is from here for visiting family. And then another one was price. There were different points for price brackets, so if it got below a certain price, it would get a point. If it got below another price threshold, it would get another point. But yeah, I think what I learned is that there's no place that's perfect. Any of them would probably be fine, but with trade-offs. And then if anything pops up that magically ticks all my boxes, I need to buy it immediately. But it's probably not going to happen because there's always a trade-off. One thing that I found out actually surprisingly does not matter to me as much is the age of the house, provided that key things like wiring, insulation have been updated and that like the foundation and stuff is in good shape. Obviously you're going to want a home inspection. That's going to go for any of them. But a lot of the houses are very, very, very old. And there's a lot of very, very old places that have been updated very nicely that are perfectly good places to live. It doesn't automatically mean the place is trash. It's not like I can afford a new house anyway. So I was surprised to find out that I don't really have like a date threshold. as long as it's been, like, if it has like 200 amp wiring, then that's a good start. But yeah, we're in kind of a spendy market, so we're not going to be able to get a perfect thing. If it's a strata, I'm going to need like depreciation reports. I'm going to need meeting minutes. I'm going to need to know the health of the contingency fund and how they handle that kind of thing. To see if there's, are they managing it well? Is it going to have upcoming special assessments? Have they been just deferring maintenance because they don't want to pay for it? That kind of thing. Do they sound like a nightmare? But I may not be able to get the perfect place. It may have problems in any one of these areas. At the end of the day, you need it to have a door. And a roof that hopefully doesn't leak too much. Yeah, strata is like a homeowners association in the US, exactly. It's kind of a guarantee if you're going to get into like a townhouse or a condo, because those are, strata buildings. But it's hard because I want it all. I'm greedy, but I'm also lazy, so I don't work very hard, so I don't have the kind of money that you would need to buy something that has it all. And even if I did, I think I would feel bad about spending that kind of money, because it's just a crazy housing market. Like an actual house, like a 3-bed, 2-bath house that's newer and has like a yard and stuff and isn't a million years old is gonna be like $1 million. It's just not reasonable. You need like wild incomes for that kind of thing, and you need to be confident that you're gonna have a wild income for the next 30, 40 years while you're living there, plus property taxes or whatever. It's just kind of a stressful thing to get yourself into. Are you lazy? I mean, it's more of like a personal moral assessment. I have issues that I am attempting to work through to varying or lesser degrees when it comes to getting stuff done. It's not that I never get anything done, but sometimes it feels that way. And I've done a lot of work and a lot of personal reflection and development and a lot of money's worth of therapy, and I'm sure I've made some progress, but it's hard to see sometimes. I miss it. Compared to people that work real jobs, I don't think I'm doing very much here. I also kind of have a lot of anxiety-based avoidance of things where something makes me anxious and then it becomes very, very hard to sit down and face it, and I'm really good at avoiding things that freak me out. And the more I avoid things, the more things freak me out, and then you just end up avoiding everything. I'm gonna use a health pot. Love avoiding things. $1 million if you're lucky too. Yeah. I would like to have a place where I can grow some potatoes. I want to grow potatoes and garlic. I think we all experience that. Avoidance is a bigger issue. I guess so. It's hard. It's hard to feel like you're not making any progress. Especially because I don't want to feel like I'm just blaming it on like, oh man, I have this problem. It's not me. It's the problem. That's why I never do anything. And just like to use that as like a shield excuse for like 25 years is not going to help me at all. It's not that I want to blame myself for everything either, because that's not very productive, but I think just saying, oh man, it's hard, is not gonna get me anywhere that I actually want to go. Okay. Where is my fragment? I would like one fragment, please. Also, apparently I have not opened this. I like unlocked it and I didn't open it. There we go. Flame blessed iron. Hi, kitty. I should be. Fragment is a lie. There's lots of guys over here. Maybe one of these will want to drop for me. Great opportunity for me to watch the John Williams documentary. I need a cup of tea. I need some. I made kind of like an herbal tea that I think has some chamomile in it, so if I start getting really sleepy, it's because I made poor choices in beverages. That's true, we are getting iron. I'm up to 4,700, so we'll be able to buy something for sure. Can I still see over that? Yeah, we're good. I had a dream where I had like nested dreams. In the first part of the dream, I dreamed that I had once again purchased the house that I grew up in. And I was getting ready to move there. So I was giving notice to my current property managers that I was going to be moving in like, I don't know, like a month and 8 days. And then I woke up from that dream into another dream where that was still the case, but in the upper level of dream, I had given my notice, but I had not actually purchased the place. I realized that I had dreamed, a world quest just spawned, and it's really getting out of hand. Let me see if Flabby's around. Flabby! Hello! What do you say? What are you doing? Pal? My world quest achievements add-on just told me that one popped. I'm sure it's gonna be annoying. What's up? Can you help me? Big favor. It occurs to me that Flabby does me a lot of favors, and I don't really know what I do for Flabby. Oh. Oh. I'm just gonna call him. I think he's on the computer. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, hang on. Hang on. My Discord's on push to talk. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, you know, I'm good. I just, wasn't doing anything. Totally wasn't in the middle of something. What's up?
Uh-huh. You sound like you just woke up. I would apologize if I wasn't so selfish. Do you want to help me with something that is going to be a huge, huge help? I need you to get on an Alliance character, turn on War Mode, and then come meet me in Nazmir. And I'm going to do this
Nazmir?
on Nazmir, that's right. And
Is that like vanilla?
Yes. No. Why did I say yes? No. Nazmir BFA. You can under-rot port there, but I need you to turn on War Mode first. Just so that we're on a quieter shard, I think.
Nazmir.
So I'm turning on my War Mode. And then I'm gonna teleport. I'm just gonna use my under-rot portal. If I can find it. Festering Rot, that's the one. So, what I need is really getting out of hand. I need you to gather up a couple of packs of mobs for me so that I can kill them really quickly with the hand buff in this getting out of hand world quest. We also can't be grouped. So hopefully we're on the same shard.
Okay.
Yeah, well, not in a group.
Who's to say?
Yes, I use a Tome of Teleportation to show all my portals on my screen. Because I need to kill 40 mobs within 20 seconds. It looks pretty clear. So I am currently right over the G, at the top of the G of Torga's Rest on the map.
I see.
Okay, so before we start,
Pulling.
I'm gonna turn on regular flying just so I can kind of show you what packs I want you to pull. But basically, this front platform right in front of us, and then these guys on this little island, both packs here.
Yep.
And then if you can kind of just like hold them here-ish.
Okay.
I'm wondering if that's enough, because I think I need to get those packs, and then I think I also need to get this one over on the front right. But I think if you do that, and you kind of bring them to where I'm standing, kind of like here. Yeah, if you just sit in like the corner of that island. They're starting to leash. I only get one shot at this.
They are leashing.
Yeah, see if we can find a sweet spot of how many we can group up here.
I don't know how many this is.
Okay. Because I can get some too, but I need to be able to, like, get my cast off. So I'm gonna grab these guys.
Alright, let me manually count these guys. Ready?
1, 2,
1,
3, 4.
2.
Okay, that's
3.
perfect right there, I think. Because I think I can just do this and then head straight in the line to you.
If you need to get the cast off, can you just shield yourself?
I dispersed just now and that didn't work. I'm gonna shield. There we go. Alright. There's 13. Oh, it already broke. Here, I haven't finished the world quest though, so I'm just gonna get off and then exit and see if I can get this to undo. Are you good there?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. See if I can get this to reset. I wonder if I like relog. I'm just gonna relaunch the whole game.
Why? What happened?
My world quest or my tracker showed it as red, so it was already making me ineligible, so I need it to reset. If needed, I can bring another character. Because this was working fine a couple days ago. It looks like it's reset now. So I just need to make sure that let's see. I see them grouped. I'm gonna shield. I'm gonna do it. I don't think it's working. And then I'm gonna just try and like get over and see what I'm just gonna kill your group and see if that does it. Oh no, it kicked me out because I already had 13 kills. No! I'm gonna bring another character if that's okay.
Ooh. Sounds good.
Because it did reset, but my problem was that I'd killed some the first time. That was my mistake. Because I needed to get a few more. It's just, if I can't do this achievement, then I can't get the meta. And also, I'll help you with it if you want to work on it for your meta.
Yeah.
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 Okay, this character's in Nesmir, but I need to make sure they're in war mode. Yeah, it's not a great achievement. I'm surprised they left this one in when they made so many other things so much easier. So, she is not currently in war mode, so she's gonna need to hearth and then come back. The reason I'm doing it in war mode is just because it's quieter. There's nobody here right now not in war mode, but I just don't want to. It's gonna get busy.
What's the achievement called?
It's getting out of hand, or it's really getting out of hand is the name of the achievement. Thank goodness for this Underrot portal. I don't know how I'm gonna get my hand
20
cast off.
seconds.
I'm coming. I'm determined. This might take a few tries, but I've got characters. I really appreciate your help.
Oh yeah, no problem.
I sense Azerite nearby. Something drawing
I'm just gonna try and
a
think
great
about
deal of
this.
power from it. You need to stop it.
We found a strange scroll that supposedly summons
Because last time it was actually tracking the timer.
undead are gathering on
I wonder if I'm on your shard.
Let's see if this scroll
Where are you?
is as
I am up in the corner where we started. Are you in combat with a bunch of stuff?
Nope.
Okay. I'm still above the G in Torga's rest.
Here, let me invite you and then I'll drop group.
Okay.
we found
There
a
you go.
strange scroll that supposedly summons a being of
There you are.
incredible power.
Okay.
Undead are gathering on the coast. Let's see if this scroll is as powerful.
So this thing hasn't respawned yet because there was like mobs here that I pulled.
Okay. Yeah, we can give it a bit of time.
Looks like they're starting to respawn.
Problem is I want to figure out what I need to pull as well that's like outside of the, because I definitely have time to like do the canned and do 2 casts as long as I'm not too far. Ye-
Because on it really looks like if possible, someone. Where are you?
Back where we started here. I'll actually change my flight style this time.
Hello.
Yeah, these are transmog. That's a Kyrian Wings transmog. So if possible,
It looks like someone pulls like this side over here. If you see where I'm at.
yeah.
All the way over here. And then maybe they like stop right here. And
Yeah.
then someone else basically just like pulls the other side. But when you pull like this side that I'm on right now, you basically just pull it like to the middle.
I
so
lost
you can
you.
get both the
Oh, there
casts
you are.
off.
Wait, so I pull where? What do you want me to pull? This side?
Yeah, it's either person pulls like one side, and then you just meet in the middle.
Because I think if I grab like this pack and this platform, do those, and then if I meet you on this island with the stuff from that platform and this island, hopefully that's 40. when they're all up?
Uh,
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. No, it's not quite good. I wonder why it takes so long for them to respawn. Usually there's like a bunch of them up here. It's weird, right?
so I counted 41 mobs
Oh, okay.
from basically this platform I'm on right now.
Yeah,
If you pull everything all the way, including these things over here.
okay. So I start over here. Do my hand. Probably go to here, probably cast once. And then go over here, and then that should do it?
I think so. I believe
Okay.
so. Let me gather stuff up first before you do your stuff.
Okay. Wow, they leash really early.
Yeah, I didn't even get like over here.
Yeah. I have not seen Battleground Q drama. Oh yeah, and then those enslaved remains left. So you can't get both of those. You might just have to get... Oh, I don't even know if you can get that near platform. That's annoying. You still
So
have...
you would have to get both of the ones over here
Yeah.
for sure. These ones aren't really leashing. Do you think you could do like the ones that I'm keeping right here plus the ones on the platform and the ones on the side of the hill and then just race over to the other platform
Yeah, I can try.
and do it?
I'm gonna try. Hand.
Do you have to gather them up before you turn into a hand?
Apparently right now the way it works is that if you are in combat, your timer's going.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just trying to like go for it, basically. Oh, no, I'm gonna be short. No, I'm 1 second. It's over.
RP.
Okay. So I'm gonna bring another character. We're workshopping it. Why am I finishing this world quest for feet? Don't mind me. Oh, I got transmog. Wow. Okay. Do you have a monk?
No.
Okay. I have read the Wowhead comments. I promise. I'm just tracking the achievement with default tracking UI.
We found a strange
So this
scroll
character
supposedly summons
does not have
demons
Wormwood on,
with
so I need to
incredible
go
power.
put it on.
Many undead are gathering on the coast. Let's see if this scroll is as powerful as they claim.
This is my least favorite achievement. I think everything else will be better than this. That was close. That was like 8 or 9 mobs off.
For the Alliance.
I think I might have it.
Yeah?
I'm on the east side.
Okay. I am flying out of this pit. I'm coming.
Just look for the bunch of mobs.
Okay. Hopefully we're on the same shard. Let's see here.
We found a strange scroll that supposedly summons a being.
Oh, I see a big pack of mobs.
Many
on the east
undead
side.
are gathering on the coast.
Yeah, it's me.
Let's
Okay.
see if this
So before you do that, do you want to do the platform where you're on your left?
This one?
Was that enough, or do you think what I have here is enough?
I think that if I do this platform and what you have, I think that'll be good.
Okay.
That's 15. I'm coming. I'm coming. I missed 2. Hopefully it's not a problem. I have 6 seconds. Yes!
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You don't even understand.
Yeah, no problem. I'll talk to you again in like 3 weeks. Sounds good?
Hey, hey. Do you want the achievement? Are you doing the meta?
No, not.
No? Okay.
No.
Do you want anything else? I can give you like 7 gold.
No.
Buy
about a
yourself something
million?
pretty. Pardon?
How about 1 million?
1 million. Oh, is that a loan? Is there interest on that?
I mean, now it's up to like 3 mil, but
Uh-oh.
you'll pay me back eventually.
Oh,
You didn't want player housing, did you?
Uh-huh.
Alright, anyways, I'll catch you later, dude.
Alright, see you. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Bye.
Ugh. Frick that achievement. Alright. Okay. Everything's okay. It's all over now. What was I doing? I was on the Siren Isle. Beladar's in like 40 minutes though. I think I'm gonna go to Hallowfall and do some stuff for whatchamacallit. The Dauntless Imperial Links. Gosh, I'm so glad that achievement's over. That has to be the worst one. It just has to be. Alright, Hallowfall. This way. So now for arms. Farewell to arms. The evening will be spent trying to do that stupid thing. Hardest by far. Must be bizarre for Flabby to be pseudo-famous in your stream. I don't think I'm his only streamer friend. He's lurked in the periphery for a long time. Of more than just me. Okay, so literally the last thing I need for my meta. Not literally, because literally I'm gonna slash bow to Johnny for the end of it, but a most efficient apocalypse. So I need the Blood Troll Apocalypse quest to pop, basically. And then I will be done. Okay. I feel much better. I was not enjoying that one when I was trying to do it on my own. That was some top tier mob gathering. Just need Sandfishing in Voldoon. Yet to see it. That one is horde only. Just be advised. If you're checking an alliance character, that would be why. But it also took a while for it to proc too. Blood Troll achievement is painful thanks to being very buggy. Yeah, we'll see. People said that one was buggy, and we did get it, so it is possible. Never give up. Never surrender. Okay, I have a lot of quests to do. This will be good, though. Maybe today is the day that we finally get this cat. Play Horde so I can quit checking on my alliance, dude. I wish World Quest Achievement would check alliance and Horde for you. I don't know if it can. I don't know if that's possible. I think if you're not logged into a character that can see the World Quest, then it's not going to show. But yeah, I try to check both factions every day now. Because even for something like that, getting out of hand achievement, that one is possible on either faction, but the World Quest only spawns for one faction at a time.
The darkness strikes out with threats not even our key flames can dispel.
Yeah, this is a really cool zone.
Aid us, outsider. Be our beacon in the darkness.
We're gonna be here for a minute. Whew. Just double checking. Got worried for a second it was gone.
Grown-ups say be careful in the dark.
Just wishful thinking. We're gonna be here for a little bit. This is good for resonance crystals too, though, and I know I need lots of those.
Search the surrounding area for salvageable parts. With them, we will make a garden deep under Azeroth.
But you shall not pass today? Nice, congratulations! That's wonderful. I'm working on that one too. I need a bunch of Siren Isle stuff. It's possible for me to get it next week if I really camp out some rares on the Siren Isle that haven't spawned for me yet. Take a bit of doing, but we'll see. Hello, Hazel. How be you? Hi, Scarlet. I'm doing alright. How are you? I want to super pet battle app. It's like the most useful fan site outside of like Wowhead for my game anyway. Oh, there's no one over here. Yeah, I'm doing good. I finally got that stinky achievement done just now. The world quest popped again, and I got Flabby to come help me with the hand thing, where you have to kill 40 mobs in 20 seconds in the hand world quest. We persevered. It's over. We don't have to do it anymore. There's another flame down here. Well, I'm a little afraid that I'm like not remembering to pick up the quests. Like I'm just lighting the flame and then walking away. Also, you know what? A nice easy one to do. Flappy was pretty handy. I want to throw some fishies. Where are my fishies? I keep a stack of them for this. Are they groupers? No. What are they called? You fish them up around here. Croakers? I forget what they're called. Those are like the cooked ones, though. That's like the food version. Although I should eat it. It's going to give me 15% movement speed. Yeah, I forget too. Shadowblind Grouper. Oh, I just needed to mouse over it. I am out. That's my problem. But, you know, here's my hot tip, is never fish for the Shadowblind Groupers if you want to activate Croakit. Don't worry about that. Just buy them. They're really cheap. You can just, like, keep them on you. Obviously, if you don't have a Brutosaur, it's a little longer to pick them up, but if you pick them up in town before you come out, or you just keep, like, a 200 stack on you, that would help. Because I think you only need 10 to activate him, yeah. But this is nice if you're having a hard time getting rares for the 2 rares, because he's always up and you can solo him. My warbank, but that was before I got the storyboard. Oh yeah, that's a good idea too. Thought the day I would get a Bruto would never come. I'm a little annoyed by how much I like my new one because of how convenient it is. There was at least a tiny part of me that wanted to be loyal to my green one, but my green one doesn't have a mailbox on it, and it's just so stinking convenient to be able to buy something and then pick up your mail in the same spot, like immediately. It's just so good. Here's a rare. I still need to pick up 2 more. I know where they are though, we can just do these ones. Untrack these for a moment. Also great for cancel scanning. Yeah, I like the Tortollans better. I like that they talk to me. I like the voice lines. This guy. And then he needs to do some cleanup. Pressure wash in action. Bruto makes me glad I invested my 5 mil gold in something other than the first one. But it's a +1 to mount, you know? I think it was worth it for me to have it just for all those years of having an auction house mount before they came up with this one. It was like a long time. I saved a lot of time in those years. Just love them in general in BFA. They're really cute. You might think something very big wouldn't be cute, but that's not true. How am I doing on resonance crystals? Can I buy another mount soon? Soon. I do raid. Not like right now though, because we're done with this tier. We'll get the gang back together when the new raid tier comes out. But I'm a heroic raider, so we get our AFTC, we clear a few more times, and then we're on vacation until the next raid tier comes out. Testing was good. Testing was good. I'm a little scared of testing next week because it's just going to be a lot. Basically, the rest of the bosses that we're going to test are going to happen across 2 days. But that's alright. I'll like make smoothies or something. Or the BFA meta is actually getting me to get the horde reps done. I do want those rep mounts, right? I feel that exact same way. I'm also happy to have an excuse to just like log on and check what the emissaries are because I need so many things from the Paragon caches for horde reps. Just like little toys and stuff. And this is my first chance to actually kind of work on them, you know? Testing pace is crazy. It made me feel like I'm not the only person running a little behind in my life when I saw that they were going to test 1 boss this week and then 6 next week. It made me feel like they were like, well, we need to get these tested now. We can maybe get 1 ready by Friday, and then we're just going to have to really crunch it out. No, frozen Christmas treats are now gone, which is fine. It's been kind of nice having a more normal food week. I need fruits and veggies. I need vitamins. What? Didn't Lizard looters. I do not have Mira's jukebox. That's one of the things that I'm farming for. Camp supplies and weekscape. Do I have any of these caches? Why wouldn't I have some by now? Let me get some stuff out of my bags. Healthy food? What are you, an adult? I just know that it's when I eat unhealthy food, it tastes very nice, and then I feel terrible. And I really hate feeling terrible. Not like emotionally terrible, just like physically like, oh, that's not what my body needed. I'm having a bit of a diet reckoning. Ooh. The hard thing is reconciling. You've got healthy food, you've got easy food, and you've got affordable food. I guess you could trade out easy for convenient or whatever, but like basically something that's not super time and effort intensive to create. And it's sort of a pick 2 situation, if you're lucky. You can't really have all 3 unless you're some kind of an organizational wizard that I am not. So for me, I kind of go back and forth between healthy and easy. because I'm cheap, so I'm unwilling to sacrifice affordable when it comes to groceries. Excuse to make muffins. Muffins! Make some muffins. I should do my wax glob weekly just for resonance crystals. It's nice when they just give you the thing. So I need to kill Reekscale, and I guess he's like over here. Yeah, there he is. I did discover that navel oranges are actually a lot easier to eat than I thought they were. I sliced them into wedges like you guys were saying, and they were delicious and very easy to consume and not messy at all. I think my problem was that like once as a kid I had like a navel orange in my lunchbox instead of a mandarin orange, and I had nothing to eat it with but my claws, and I was trying to like and then if you make your hands a sticky mess when you're at school, it's not always easy or convenient for you to find some place to wash them, so you just have to like either use a napkin or your socks or something to try to like clean your hands, and they're sticky and it just sucks. And I think I had judged navel oranges entirely by that experience, which is not a very fair way to judge oranges. You're gonna have to eat mac and cheese without utensils. Oh man, it was so good too. Alright, so that's the supply satchel. Is that really the first Lamplighter supply satchel I've gotten? What have I been getting for these quests so far? I've got 2 quests turned in.
Nelly deals for a friend of the Brummels. He likes
I'm excited to finally get my enchanting points into disenchanting. Alright, should we do crab grab? May as well grab some crabs. I feel like this one's always crab grab. It's never not crab grab. Also used to peel navel oranges, and that's why I only ate mandarin oranges for a long time. Until I was at a bar and they gave me a slice of orange in my drink, and I was like, oh wait. My partner showed me that you can just put a slice of orange in your mouth with like the peel facing out, and then you can just use your teeth to basically chomp it off the peel, and it's like really clean. It does a really good job. It's very juicy, but it was good. I liked that. Okay, my favorite way to grab crabs is to go into the water and try to avoid mobs, basically, because they're elites and they're kind of annoying to fight. That's how I eat my orange slices. Efficient. Yeah, Belladar should be in 20 minutes. I should turn off war mode. How am I still in war mode? How could this happen to me? Now that I'm done with that achievement, hopefully I never turn it on ever again. Sure. I am 2575 is my mythic +4. If anybody wanted to know. I haven't done any keys in ages, and I have this 9 City of Threads there to torment me with my lack of having done a 10 City of Threads. And you smile and have an orange smile. It does work. That is the ideal. But I like it because oranges were also an affordable fruit. Some fruits very, very expensive, but the oranges were on sale. So I'm expanding my fruit repertoire. At least for my fresh fruit repertoire. I always have like frozen fruit in the freezer, and I put that in like oats and smoothies and stuff, but sometimes it's nice to just eat a fresh piece of fruit. If it's not bananas. Bananas are delicious, and they're very cheap, but you know, there's one kind of fruit. You want to have variety. It's just like with vegetables. I just start with carrots and potatoes and broccoli, and then I work my way out. Although my logic is that any vegetable that is still in a vegetable form is a victory, and I should feel happy about eating it. So I'm turning war mode off. Thank goodness. There we go. Make myself eat more than broccoli. It's cheap and my favorite. Hey, any vegetables win. Sometimes it helps if you see something like on sale, and then you're like, ooh, this might be good if you prepare it right, you know? Hard to beat bananas. Apples are among the most adorable for fresh fruit. Save some kind of awesome sale. Or affordable, maybe. They're also cute. You have to prepare it. This is true. I am in favor of pretty minimal preparations for vegetables. I'm either gonna pan fry them like a stir fry. I might contact grill them now that I have those. Green beans are pretty good in that. Or just steam them. I just steam stuff. Or even just like straight up boiling it. Like I don't need it to be super fancy. And as long as you don't overcook it, they're usually pretty good, you know. I have them with like a little bit of salt and pepper. Maybe a drizzle of like an oil or, you know, butter, whatever you're gonna do. I'm not trying to make them low calorie, I'm just trying to make the vegetables. They have peels that contribute to the weight when factoring cost. I feel like nothing is gonna make bananas expensive relative to the rest of the things. The fact that I can get like a whole bunch of bananas for like $1.50 is crazy in a world where I don't think I can get anything else for $1.50 in a grocery store. You could go to the bulk section and you could select like, I don't know, 4 corn chips. Yeah, roasting in the oven's really good too. Sometimes I'll just take like assorted veggies, hopefully of a similar cooking time. So like I'll do either root veggies or fresher ones, but toss them in a little olive oil with some salt and pepper. Bang them on like a cookie sheet, basically, a baking sheet. And then roast them. You know, 400 degrees, 10 to 30 minutes, depending on what it is and how big your chunks are. Really good. Cauliflower is really good like that. Cauliflower is really good like that. A little olive oil, salt, pepper, maybe some Parmesan cheese if you like that. That's a good cauliflower. Is it frowned upon to peel the oranges and bananas at the store to save money? Hello, excuse me. I would only like to buy this part of the orange. I don't need this bit. You guys can keep that. I'm not paying for that. That's funny.
When faced with darkness, many feel their only choice is to spread its corruption. Stand firm against those lost.
Oh, we need to kill Cobus anyway.
Turn their fear into
Maybe I shouldn't be so hesitant to do so when I'm grabbing my crabs. I should buy a cauliflower. I wonder how much they cost now. No, I didn't mean it. I want to grow carrots one day in a garden. I think that'd be fun. I don't know if they'll turn out good, but that's the joy of gardening, is it's a surprise. Gardening is like a loot box in real life with food you can eat, longer timelines, and more dirt. But it's you're basically gambling. You're gambling your time and whatever money you spent on startup supplies, hoping that you're gonna win the joy of the experience, which you always do, unless you get like ravaged by rabbits or something. And you know, something tasty, and you can be like, I grew it. I grew it. You want to know where that carrot came from? Gotta talk to me. Yeah, it's an exciting proposition. Bucket carrots, bucket potatoes when I just had a balcony. I've never heard of a fingerling carrot. I feel like that's a nice way of making the carrot feel better about its size. Mia, thank you for the 23-month resub. When did I unsub? Oh, never. You're back. Crabber supplies. There's a transmog I need from this apparently. I did not get it though. Okay, so I still need Cobus at the shore. We do have an extra action button thing we can use though. On a pretty short cooldown as well. So I need to like use it. Item level 632. I mean, if I'm eating a carrot, I need it to last for more than just like one bite, right? When specifically referring to carrots. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Alright. I'm not doing great at this bonus objective. I want pull bigger to get it done faster, but like... Doing time walking in an 80, grab the ring and stones from the Siren Isle. Pretty powerful in time walking. Well, that's a good idea. Maybe today's the Beladar day. Maybe this will make up for me missing the spawn yesterday. I'm gonna eat another food buff. I feel like I'm not very strong considering what my item level is and everything. I feel like my characters should be better than what they are. Let's get these 3. So it does damage. Yeah, it's worth it. There we go. Nice. This is tea. I had my coffee earlier. I also have desk water. I am flush with beverages. I think if we protect this key flame, that's a bonus objective. Lake Sand. Ian gave an interview to PC Gamer. Admits Mythic Plus Season 1 did not hit the mark they hoped. Yeah, it doesn't sound too surprising. I'm sure they had bigger and better dreams than what it turned out to be. A lot of what it turned into didn't feel very much like the things they talked about going into it, but I still had a lot of fun. I had a good time. I wonder if I can get away with killing a lot of this stuff. Oh, no, I can't. Finish some small things. Am I done this bonus objective? Holy moly. How much are those worth? Those are worth 10% each. Okay. So if I can do another 6 of those big guys, maybe one at a time, then everything will be fine. Wow, those really hurt. Uh-oh. Run! I do not have the defensives up for this. High hopes when they brought Metzen back in? I mean, was Metzen supposed to fix the Mythic Plus season? He's a story guy. Have you shelved the druid or is this farming on alt? This is my main. I've been a holy priest main. Or a holy/shadow priest. I was never a druid main. I played a druid in PvP for a while. Or maybe you're thinking of somebody else. I do farm on alt sometimes, but this is not my alt. Nah, you're all good. You're all good. Oh gosh, these things hurt so bad. Maybe Deathbolt is just really accurately named. Oh, I've bleached both of them. This is terrible. This thing's only... I have like... not that much time left, and I need to fill the rest of this bar. It's very important. I just want to fill up my bags with these Lamplighter supply satchels so I have as many chances as humanly possible for my Dauntless Imperial Link, so I can really feel like I tried today. Or this week. And we will get them all done, but like, it's going slow going today. You running around without defenses? What do you mean? I have lots of defenses. I'm rotating Fade and Vampiric Embrace, and I've got a health potion, and I've got a Cave Dweller potion, and I've got my Desperate Prayer, and I've got my Dispersion. I mean, I don't know if they had all of those back in Mob, but you got stuff. We're not dead. Everything's great. Everything's all good. Hey, okay. No problems. I think this is just a really painful area. But every day you get, it'll be one of 11 boxes, right? Uh-oh. That's a big pack. That's a big pack. Ooh, the flare did good, though. So I think they're really worth it in AoE, maybe not so much for single target. I also have no idea what's slotted into my ring right now. Could not tell you what I have going on in there. Hopefully helpful stuff. I don't know. 98%. You. Disciple. Okay. That one's all good. Yeah, it is kind of funny that something that, you know, like my character should be a tier past gear for. Actually, no, we're still just in the first tier, right? Like, we haven't done 2 raid tiers yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. What do we want to do over here? That's just rares. These are demoralized recruits. 5 minutes on Belladar if you're trying to get a Belladar kill. 5 minutes. I'm gonna get my kill. I'm hoping for my mount. I don't have it yet. This we can just take up the hill. I'm not in war mode anymore. I did turn it off. I was in war mode for a while working on the Keyflame stuff though, so it's a valid concern. It was a real risk. I think a lot of classes and specs will look complicated the first time that you sit down to like read through them. Potato. This chick. I've got 4 of these boxes. I can usually get at least 12. I don't know if the amount of caches you can get is variable or if it's always the same, but I can usually get about 12 of them. Three minutes on Belladar. Oh, that's sweet of you to say his whole deck. I think you're very impressive for tanking through keys. Gyromatic springs. Gyro-optic springs. I should probably think about getting to a central location. I need one more Keyflame Rare though, and one of them is spawning. As long as we're not missing... As long as we don't miss our Felidar.
We are the holders of hope.
Is that it? No, that's a Demoralized Recruit. Highest key this season is single line. Did that through coercion and lies. Listen, they were hard this season. I love coercion lies. Were you lied to, or were you lying, or was it like a combination of both? Everybody just has to deceive each other to get through the key. Yeah, that's nice and easy. Yeah, let's fly a little bit. Have a little look at some... Get some more slightly central for when the Keyflame changes, which should be minutes from now. Bribing is also an acceptable means. I joined a key, was told it would be a 5, and the wrong guy put the key in. It was a 9. It was awful, but we did it. Lied to that we were doing a 6. Coerced that I needed to do it for the group since it was our highest key, and the leader wanted a 10. Oh, man. I love watching the thing change. I just also love that all of the plants in the whole zone are pointing towards Belladar. Like, it makes sense that that's the light source and everything's growing that way, but it's just such a nice touch. The birds make no sense. How did they get there? Why are there birds? Oh, it's happening. And we are going to... There it is. This way. Looks like a couple people here. Oops. Alright, any luck? Da-da-da-da. No. One ring. Adventure ring. I guess I should warbank that. I'm gonna clear up a little bit of space in my bags. They're starting to stress me out a little bit over here. Just in terms of like my greens and blues and stuff. Let's warbank some of this. So I like to store gear. Yeah. And then if I don't need it, I'll end up clearing it out later. Next I for sure need. I don't think I'm gonna need agi pole arms. I don't think that's gonna be necessary. Armor for sure. Rings are kinda useful. The greens I'm not gonna worry about. Warglaives. Fine. Just in case Night Flame needs them. And then, these guys. As we disenchant stuff, I think it's gonna start giving me more catch-up knowledge? Yeah, there's one. Yeah. For all of those classes, I'm more likely to use int weapons and just play int specs when I'm leveling and gearing them. Man, no Belladar today. Mind you, I'm only trying once per day on a good day, but still. What's up with that? Ooh, I got a Gleaming Telluric Crystal. Nice. I'm finally going to start getting more gold for my enchanting mats. Because I'll be able to enchant them into better than just the copper crystals and stuff. It's a huge difference between a silver crystal from an epic and a copper one. Alright, let's wrap these up. We've got a few different things we can do here.
To maintain the key flame requires amassing a
I think I
reserve
need to
of
purchase
radiant
something.
remnants. Search
No,
the
not
area.
that.
Gather the remnants from the land.
Oh, they want remnant
Take them
satchels.
from monstrous clutches.
And more strings. And then the sugar we just buy from somebody. Kitty! Whoa! I almost knocked a mug off my desk. My goodness. Come on, sweetie. My slippers out of your way. Up you get. If you want, you know. Up to you. It's a clear path, though. I swear after all these years she speaks English. Nice. Yeah, you're good. No trouble. Yeah. There you go. How you doing? You're a little crusty. Was Moose licking you again? I've seen him do that. I've seen him groom you, and I know he's kind of slobbery.
Your efforts are appreciated.
Sweet
With
girl.
uncorrupted harvesters, we can retake these fields and feed the towns of Hallowfall.
You want to talk to your people?
We burn brightly together.
Waterways have always been
No, you're good. I didn't think it was sarcasm.
Belladar's light
I like to think she's blessing the microphone so that we can have a lucky stream.
becomes hope for the Arathi.
And that is she's just like, I love microphone. This is my microphone. Pay me royalties. One more recruit over this way. Simmons over here. I don't even know how many tries we have with this Imperial Lynx now. I definitely skipped some weeks. And there was a while where I wasn't doing all of the objectives every week. I would only do easy ones. Or just 4. Important to rotate out the grinds. I just want my kitty. I want my Dauntless Imperial Lynx. That one's done.
The Lashrooms choke the life out of crops and farm as alike.
No, we got some rares up.
To the Arathi in every sense.
We need at least one more of
We
those.
are the seekers of light.
If we can find it. Up there, maybe? Yeah. Maybe that's the blessing Kira wishes to give, that her fellow digital brethren will soon be with you. You help with that, kitty? Oh, nice. I just barely tagged that. Oh, I can't even buff those people, they're horde. Lucky, lucky, lucky. So all I need to do now, turn this one in. I need to do the harvest bot thing.
We have strayed from favor.
And then maybe a bonus objective? Over here? Yeah. Not yet. More fungal enemies. Not quite done yet. One of the trinkets you can get for 150 iron is the Runecaster Stormbound Rune. Kind of broken in time walking. What does it do? Is it just like scaling oddly, or does it have a really good effect? Both? Really good effect that scales oddly? Six seconds, it zaps things for good damage, and it's great for healers because it's totally passive. That's good to know. Maybe I'll remember that next week, if I'm lucky.
Heal from their blight.
Okay.
Your courage
Now we've got our
is
satchels.
shadowed lands.
I like making a nice pile of them. Should be one more if we do Harvest Spot Remy. Who's around here somewhere? It's over here, right? Yeah. Yeah, and then maybe another one for this bonus objective too. Okay. Would you like some cabbages? And then... Shade! Ux109. Shadow, thank you for the 24-month resub. Shadow, oh my goodness, I'm having a moment to try number 3. Happy 2 years. Thank you for 2 years of awesome content. Really appreciate you. Good luck on the links. Thank you. I'd say I've got a good feeling about today, but I've got a feeling it's possible. We're almost ready to open these. My goodness. Shady UX. We need... So we're done with the harvest bot. We need to do... Oh no, we're not done with the harvest bot. Oopsies, I had more mites to do. My bad. Because yeah, that'll give me a satchel as well. The Black Eyed Peas song popped in my head. I was trying to think of like what my favorite party songs are that I would play at like a gathering, and all of my favorite ones are old. Not like crazy old, but you know, late 90s through early 2000s. Those are just my fun years, I guess. I really need to get these up better. This is why I can't be a tank. I end up in the middle with mobs hitting me on all sides. There we go. That's better. Some newer artists I like. Dua Lipa is good. I think she's a great musician and she seems like a lovely person, but it's just not my style of music, I guess. I never really put her on purpose. She just ends up in playlists. Right. Ishni Ular Hazel in chat. Hello, how are you? A lot of them hold up even with the whippersnappers. Alright, we need 8 worms. Because this is going to give us a satchel too. And then I think we're cleared to, this is my last bonus objective. We'll be cleared to open. And then if we have any time left on stream, which I think we're gonna, we can go back to the Siren Isle and see if we can get our shard for the day after all, our torrential fragment. Not giving up. I misread it for a second. I thought you said Kaz Dingo, Mom. I could see a WoW playing teenager open with that. Kaz Dingo, Mom, what's going on? Huh? Honestly, I think if your teenager's at that point, you're not even worried about it. You're not even questioning it. You're like, yeah, you know, sandwiches. Shard from the dudes by the Forgotten Cave. Starting to go crazy. Switch to the Hoarder guy for sanity recalibration. Hoarder guys. There we go. Alright. Are we feeling lucky? Oh, that was just turning into chicken. We got everything? I think we do. We've got 13. Drum roll. We're gonna pop them all at once. Dun, 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 dun. Nothing. Nothing. Just resonance crystals. Humbug. We have 11,000 of these. I only need 263,000 more. That can't be right. Next week. Yeah. Yeah, I can buy another mount, I bet. There's the purple ghosty one from out here. Or there's the ground. I don't know. What shell mount do you mean? What's the mount called? Go buy a mount as a consolation. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can afford one.
Use the torchlit with the sacred flame and inspire the Arathi's valor. Remind them
Apparently had a couple crystals on my other character. Got links in like third try. I thought it's not that rare. It's not for some people. It's just I think I'm getting just a smidge unlucky. I did get the bird from the trading post. Okay. Hello.
we must
Oh, it's funny. I've got another Paragon cache. I'm getting these a lot because of how many things. Well, it's another 1,500 resonance crystals at least. That's kind of nice. From all this extra rep.
We are the holders of hope.
Shackled Shadow. There we go. Why not?
For the Empire.
It's no Belladar, but it's new. Oh boy. Here we go. Should we christen it with a Sky Race?
It is an excellent day for a race. Come fly with
Saving up for the mech pups from the post? I decided to get one, but not both. I was too cheap to get both. I got the bronze one. Good luck with mount drops at the beginning of the War Within? Did I? Maybe. I don't remember. My kitty cat. There was a stream where you got like 3. Oh. Yeah, there must have been. That does kind of ring a bell. I can't remember what they were now, though. They certainly were not Alunira or the Meadbee or Belladar or Seasbarg or any of the other ones that I know people farm out here. Maybe they were older mounts. Oh yeah, the Awakening the Machine mount. That's right. That was after a while, though. So many mounts, so little time. It's kind of a long race. Saving up resonance crystals for all the renowned mounts in 11.1 because I have bought all the current renowned mounts. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm always kind of eternally a little behind in resonance crystals, but grinding these mounts is helping. Yeah, right. You know what? I'm 9 of 10 globs of wax. 9 of 10. That's some resonance crystals to just finish that darn weekly. Surely we can find one more little purple dirt pile. If we just keep our eyes peeled and fly. They show up from pretty far away. I usually don't do this, but it's a good idea. I'm just kind of heading back to the Ringing Deeps, and I figure I'm probably going to see one at some point before I get there. I know there's a ton in the wax in the Keyflame area, and that is where we got most of them. But
Trade has overwhelmed our airships, but the road to the Coreway is treacherous. Help us clear the path.
oh, this is not the road to the Coreway. Maybe if I clear the Shadow Mire, I'll get 37 resonance crystals. We could be that much closer to a mount. Tipped away except for crystals, did weeklies and all. Crystals came pretty easily. That's what I hear is the smart way to do it. World Quest is not the smart way to do it. I just tripped on this one. And I thought it would be maybe pretty easy. Although I've kind of gotten used to having my bombs, so whenever I don't have them. I needed to get some vigor back anyway.
Our caravans are now able to ascend the earth.
Any wax globs? Surely something around here. There usually are. Typically a good zone for. Here we go. Here's one.
We've got another incursion, and we need some defenders. I know.
Uh-oh. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. It was a mistake. This is gonna give me, hopefully a big pack of crystals. I know that trading the wax itself for crystals sucks, and I don't bother to do that. But yeah, fine. You can give me the item. Treasure. Nope. Not so much with the crystals. Maybe I shouldn't bother with that one. 1.8k if you trade them for gold. Yeah, that's probably the move. I wonder... The resonance crystal sucks. I wonder how much gold worth it. Probably not 1.8k. Let me see. So you get that box. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I would probably just do that. How many of these do I have? Oh, no, just that many. Listen, I'll take any gold I can get. Alright, we were going to Siren Isle. Very important. Need one more torrential fragment for the day. Booked flights for a February trip out west and starting to look things up. It's exciting. Like this February? That's so soon. That's fun. How much cash do I have? 11k. 11.5k. love harvesting currency for my alts. Fly to Calgary on February the 6th. Nice. How far west are you making it? Bet you travel's cheaper in, like, that's solidly in the off season for that area, right? Is it cheaper to take trips? Cheaper to take trips, I think, was the question that almost made it out of my mouth. Gosh. Okay. We never give up. We never surrender. We want one fragment for our day. We can ride our consolation mount around if we want. We got this new shackled shadow.
Get your feet moving. We got a tunnel
Oh,
to
man.
blast open. This
If the drain's
tunnel
open,
is good.
we could get it created by gun riches.
Say,
I
what
need
if you
stuff
wash
from
down
this.
that drain?
Important stuff.
Or maybe it's
Fly to
months
Vancouver on the 15th, spend a couple days in Victoria, then fly home from Vancouver, work from home for the win. Nice. That sounds lovely. I hope you get good weather. Lots of cool stuff to do. Victoria's nice, I hear. Has a lot going for it. It's got, I don't know about something for everybody, but it's got different things for different kinds of people too, you know, depending on what you're into. If you like history, you like nature, you like architecture, food, good food. There's really good food here, actually. Yeah, Victoria's kind of expensive. But, you know, if you're a tourist, everywhere's expensive. It's only really a problem if you're living here. Never been, so I'm hyped. The thing I like about here is that you can get such beautiful views for, you know, on like hikes and nature trips, but also like right in town. Like the view off of Clover Point is gorgeous. It's amazing. Wonder how many cafes I can visit in one day. Plus microbrews and the ocean. Yeah, the ocean is my favorite part. I love it very much. I wouldn't pit food against food. Portland also had good food. And I was lucky in that Portland and Victoria are both great places for me to find things to eat as a pescatarian. Lots of options, which is nice. Let's see if I can make any room. I don't even think anyone's gonna buy this stuff. I just want it out of my bags. Added Clover Point to the list. Thank you. Yeah, it's not far or difficult to get to no matter where you're staying, really. It's just a nice walk. Plus, good place for dogs. Quite spoiled here in Canada in a lot of places. No, I never made it to the Schnitzel House. And I might not, especially with my New Year's resolution of eating out much less, which is so far going so good. Pretty proud of us. I'm already planning. It's tonight we have dumplings that we've got frozen to eat at home, and then Mondays usually takeout night. But then I do dinner for 3 nights, and at least one of them I'm gonna do a big batch of beans to do like burritos, I think. I do like these homemade pinto beans that I really like. And I want to make bean burgers. They're burgers with beans. I used to make them all the time, and I don't know what happened to me. I bet they would be really nice and easy to prepare on the panini press. Partner is not pescatarian, but Partner is very sweet and generally just eats what I eat just to make it easy. He certainly doesn't have to. I have no problem with eating meat, and he will usually eat meat if we like eat out or something like that. But we eat the same meals at home. It's very nice. That just made me think, do you think there's like dating websites that are specifically for like vegans and stuff? Or people with like really restricted food to find each other? Not that you have to, you can certainly accommodate food preferences and allergies and restrictions in any relationship, but, you know, might be convenient. There are. I bet there must be. Anything in my crate? No, just some flame blessed iron. Oh, you get 200 for doing grave sludge. That's kind of nice. Alright, we're getting back in the storm. We're heading back to the beach. We got half an hour-ish, and we're gonna try and make this game give me one torrential fragment at least. Friend that's vegan and gluten-free has a really hard time eating out anywhere. Feel bad. Yeah, it's tough. It's this here. Come on, Gabe. So, over here.
Yeah, we'll get it done.
And give me some lovely bombs. And then off we go. And if we see any treasures, we need to open those too. Because I'm only 2 of 5 thunderous fragments. But I don't think that's going to be my hard part. Those have been at least dropping. Oh, in this cave maybe. Sister-in-law decided to go vegan while visiting the Philippines, and there was nothing she could eat except for raw vegetables. Yeah, that would be really tough. I'm kind of spoiled for choice here. Montreal's great for that too. One's vegan, the other has half a dozen severe allergies, and they were able to find places for them to eat for the whole long weekend. They were so happy. Yeah, I love having options. There's nothing quite like eating someplace when, and my diet's not terribly restricted, but eating out and realizing that there is more than just one thing that you can have on the menu. Because growing up, it wasn't exactly like that. We didn't go, I mean, mind you, we didn't eat out very much, and we weren't eating out at particularly worldly places. But it was kind of like, well, do you want a salad? Or they would have a garden burger, and it was like a pre-made one that was not terribly tasty, and that was kind of your choice. So to have options, it's nice. Yeah, especially if you're not like a salad person. Yeah, I love Indian food for vegetarian options. It's amazing. If I had a restaurant, I would like selling stuff to more people. Yeah, and I think depending on where you live, you would get varying amounts of benefit out of having multiple like vegetarian or vegan options on your menu. In some places, you'll even catch flack for just having the option because some people feel very attacked by the presence of like a vegan option, which I think is funny. You know, now I want Indian food, right? They can be kind of hungry. I think that's the peanut butter toast for breakfast talking. It was good, but it was a hurry. It was a little rushed. Come on. Torrential fragment. What? Yeah, I've heard bicycles are becoming controversial as well, which is kind of funny. They're a hot topic in the city because there are a lot of cyclists and there's a lot of street construction that is going into putting in new bike lanes, and it's just ruffling feathers because anytime that you're disrupting people and spending tax money, even if it's for something that will be a net positive, you're gonna ruffle some feathers. Caveden had an ice cream cone. Let's see how that worked for the gym later. Little brave soul. Becoming a topic here in Portland too. Yeah, I just try not to worry about it too much. My take is that there are people behaving very dangerously on bicycles, and there's people behaving very dangerously driving cars. There's people that are pedestrians that are behaving very dangerously, and there's also very smart and careful people in all three categories. Sometimes people are dumb. Gotta watch out, it's wild out there. But yeah, it's a whole thing. I don't bike around the city because I don't have a bike, and also because I'm scared of death. But a lot of people, one thing that I do think is cool is that, especially because our city is so bikeable, is you get lots and lots of people that will just do it for their commute, or you'll see like plenty of people biking their kids to school. Like they'll have tandem bikes, or they'll be towing little carts. They'll be towing like the thing behind your bike that you pack a couple of toddlers into. You'll have like, there's tons of people that bike their like young kids to school, or like their kids get older and their kids are on their own bikes, and it's like the whole family biking down. You know, you'll see people with like panniers that are loaded with their groceries, and like people doing errands and stuff. It's not just like I'm going for a bike ride for exercise. Like people are living their lives like that, which is great, I think. Continue to do it in the winter, which baffles me. The only thing that makes me real mad is when they're not lit. I call those death bikes. Because they look like goats because you can't see them in the dark. Street lighting's not very good here everywhere, especially if the trees are kind of like growing real big and blocking the street lights. And if you get a cyclist that is both not using a lamp or a light of any kind and also not with anything reflective, they're just playing with fire there. Dangerous. Rough with pedestrians too, but bikes are going so fast and they'll just zoom right through stoplights and intersections and stuff. Scares me. But you know what? Haven't killed anybody yet. Score one for me. We are a 0 fatality driving situation so far. I think they might be legally required here too. I think just not everybody does it. There's definitely more helmet culture here. I should probably pick a less controversial topic, although it's crazy to me that safety equipment is controversial, but whatever. There's definitely more of a bike helmet culture here. I remember in Portland and in the States, it used to surprise me that they were seen as like really optional, and a lot of adults would be like, my kids have to wear helmets, but I'm an adult, I'm not going to. As though their brain wasn't also just made of meat. And, you know, I don't know. I would want to set an example for children. And here, it's definitely not like 100% of people wearing them, but it feels higher. Which makes me feel a little better. Worst car, yeah. Gate was the worst car-based oopsie that I was involved in. 20 years ago it was less common. Nowadays, like 95% adherence. Brain is already mush. Why wear a helmet? After working in the ER, please wear a helmet. Tempest charts? Wish me luck. Last stream before I depart for South America. Hope your 0 fatality streak continues. Thank you very much. I will do my level best. Have a lovely trip. Be safe. Big head, big hair. Oh yeah, helmet hair is real. Whoa! I don't think I would do this without my complement of health potions on me. I feel like they're saving my bacon more times than I would like. Especially with the amount of attention that I'm apparently willing to put into this. Which is some, but not much. I did watch Wicked. I went and saw it in theaters. I had a lovely time. It was very fun. I'm either gonna rent it or buy it digitally to watch it again before the next part comes out, whenever they do that this year. Probably. Maybe I'll just remember everything. Does it make a dent in your top 3 musicals? Ooh, top 3 musicals. Let me see. Let me think. It was very good. That's a hard category, though. I love very much, musical-wise, Fiddler on the Roof, Repo, the Genetic Opera, and Hamilton. Basic choice, but I don't care. It's a lot of fun. That got me through a lot of tattoo sessions. I don't know if Wicked bumps any of those. It might come close. Jacob, thank you for the 42-month reset. Appreciate it. Listen, I love Repo very much. I don't think anything's bumping Repo. Repo is a foundational part of my adolescence. I mean, if you mean musical movies, then we have to bump Hamilton on a technicality. Even though the only way I've seen it is via the streaming version. And then just like listening to the soundtrack. Little glass vial? Little glass vial? I'm trying to think of if we're talking movie musicals. I've seen a few more of them. Need to watch that before my Disney Plus sub runs out. I saw In the Heights and I liked that well enough. It was fine. It was good. Encanto is more of just like a Disney film, but I think it qualifies as a musical. In the same way that a lot of the earlier ones did. Chicago's my fave, mostly because of Catherine Zeta-Jones. Well, yeah. I get that. Is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang a musical? Does that count? That's a good one. My toddler nephew really loves dancing to the old bamboo, and any stick-like object will function as a bamboo for the sake of doing the dance. It's very cute. It's a very old-fashioned choice for a young fella. Wizard of Oz is my mom's favorite movie, so I've taken her to see Wicked twice on Broadway. It's so good and fun. Speaking of unexpectedly musical movies, where are we ranking the recent Timothée Chalamet Wonka? Because I think that's underrated. That one kind of skated by a lot of people's radars, and I thought it was really fun. If your kid watches movies over and over, turn on subtitles, helps them learn to read. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I would say that if you really like original Wizard of Oz, don't really consider Wicked to be anything more than lightly inspired by it. It's not based on the original novels at all. It's based off of spin-off novels that were a totally different author in kind of a reimagined universe. So it's the vibe is, it's vaguely related, but the vibe is super different. It doesn't make it bad, but it's not the same kind of experience at all. My mom took me to see Mamma Mia when I was like 9. Have we seen a single fragment from these skeletons? No, not a one. Not a single one. But I know it can happen. Stream goers have reported grinding them out within yesterday. It's known to be true. It's just RNG waits for no one. I think the first film that I ever saw in theaters may have been a Harry Potter film. I think the second one, or at least that's my earliest memory. If anyone took me to a theater younger than that, it's possible, but I don't remember. That one, and then maybe like a Shark Boy Lava Girl. Ooh, and Freaky Friday. I saw Freaky Friday when I was like 11 or 12 in theaters. That was one of the first 3. That movie's still nostalgic to me for that reason. Also, the soundtrack kind of slaps. First theater movie was Little Mermaid. I'm so old. Racing list of first movies I saw with my mom. But we didn't really have a theater, so you had to go out of your way quite far. It was something that you did when you traveled, really. It wasn't like a normal thing for kids to do where I grew up. First in theaters was Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, but like I said, it's entirely possible somebody took me to the movies before then, and I'm just forgetting. I don't want to say that it never happened. First one's E.T. They do exist! Dun, 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 dun. We're officially 2 of 7 fragments. Curious how old people generally were for their first movie in cinema. 10 seems late to me, might be way off. It's gotta be regional, right? Like, I'm sure if you grow up, like, next to a theater, you're probably gonna end up in there at some point. Big game and only 5 more to go. Five fragments within 15 minutes, but had to wait almost 2 hours for 7? Oh. You got 5 within 15 minutes? That's wild. I wonder if that was like pre-theoretical nerf. I think I was like 5. I used to go with cousins a lot for new animated movies. Youngest was probably around 6. 3 to 4 hours to get 5 fragments last night. Did you farm in a group or did you farm solo? If you don't mind me asking. I'm taking a break from that area. Solo, gotcha. I want to see if I can... I don't know what I want to see if I can actually. Mentioning the Wonka movie remind me, should go ahead and get a couple of Ram Hunter pets and name them Ramothy and Charge-a-LeMay. I love that so much because it's like kind of a stretch, but like, is it? very silly idea I've had for a while. And maybe I should leave Zekel alone. Maybe I should stop bullying this poor squid. I don't even need the cyclone fragment. Get something with a shell, call it Shellame. I definitely went more when I was like a teenager with friends. I remember seeing at least one of the Pirates movies. Something like that. I don't think I've ever in my life been to the same movie in theaters more than once. Never. If I like it that much, I would like buy the DVD or buy it on iTunes or whatever after it like gets released properly so I can repeatedly watch it, but I don't think I would pay for a second ticket. I've never been that obsessed. Saw Bug's Life in theaters multiple times as a kid. It's cute. It's the only one. I heard of a lot of people seeing Wicked multiple times, which I thought was kind of fun. Saw The Dark Knight 4 times. I'm trying to think if that's true. Well, would I have seen more than once? Avatar 3 times? Die Hard, Fury Road. I actually saw it in theaters and really enjoyed Challengers, the tennis one. That was a mood. As the kids say, it was a vibe. I enjoyed that. I didn't see it more than once though. See things twice because I like to go by myself and then someone else wants to go. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's right. I almost saw Dune, the first Dune. I almost saw that twice because I went once and then Silver Kitty and then wanted to go and we were gonna go, but then I couldn't quite do it because it's such a long movie. It's a long one to sit through twice. It was good, but I need to go up here. Also, I don't know if you guys caught this. I got my 3rd Thunderous Fragment just now. I'm at 3 of 5. That's kind of nice. It's coming together. I do think that once they've finished making all of the Dune movies with Chalamet that they're going to make, that it would be nice to have like a little box set to do the occasional Lord of the Rings style marathon with. I think I like the movies better though because I read the book. I think that without the book I would be a little bit lost. Not that it's complicated or confusing, but I feel like they show little bits of things that allude to really interesting things that are more deeply explored in the book. But they don't, despite making crazy long movies, they don't really put that much time into them in the film itself. I was lost watching them. A lot of it, at least when it came to the movie, seemed like like cool vibes for the sake of vibes without them really explaining much about what was going on, really. Especially the role of the Bene Gesserit in everything and how they're positioned, I feel like was not super well explained. It was just like cool and spooky and costumes, and the costumes slapped. They were awesome, but like, I don't know. I'm just saying words to say words. I like them very much. I would watch them again. I had a coworker who had no idea the first movie was part 1, so he was like, I don't get why the story ended that way. I'm just a little, I mean, not mad or salty or anything, but I read the Frank Herbert Dune novels. I read 6. I did not read any of the ones that were written by his son after his death. I'm sure they're fine. I just felt done after the first 6. But of those novels, my favorite after, the first ones were quite good, but my favorite era was Worm Emperor era, and we're not going to get into Worm Emperor era, I don't think. And I'm going to have to learn to live with that, because that's like just a completely different point in Dune history than the movies that we're doing now. I thought it was so cool that the books did jump thousands of years. Like, it's very rare to get fantasy novels that are that well crafted, that have that vast of scope and timeline, and still manage to craft like cause and effect together. I thought that was so impressive. Or they wouldn't have cast Momoa. You think it would be too expensive to get him to be all the Momoa clones? God, that was such a cool arc. Like, from the first one to the, like, infinite copies. Then if he's got the range for all the versions. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I can't really talk about his acting. I haven't seen enough of it. Whoa, I'm in danger. I'm in big danger. Is there anybody else? Okay. I thought there was somebody else. We're good now. I just want another crate of Bygone Riches to try. For, oh, I got a goblin screwdriver. It's a real screwdriver! Kind of. I mean, I didn't really expect them to put a Phillips head on the thing. Maybe they legally can't, but like, that's cool! I love little mogs like that. Perfect for percussive maintenance. It's a dagger. That was the dream. That was why I did that. Because I was hoping for more mogs from the crates of Bygone Riches. I love those things. Let's see. Another 5 minutes or so. Should I go shopping? Maybe do a little bit of Flame Blessed Iron shopping from So Easy. Also, this mount that I put off buying for ages is kind of growing on me now. It does feel different from the Keystone Master mounts. So you can tell who the best vendor is because they're reclining in a lawn chair. They're all the way down here near all the pool floaties and stuff. And he's just living his absolute best life. Who are you? I'm just a goblin. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's got a lot to say. Who is he? Goblin enjoying the thirsty land? Kick back and go lay down in the sand. The sun ain't gonna soak itself. Look, friend, buddy, pal. Part of relaxing at the beach is not asking so many questions. You ever hear the phrase, just 'cause you're right doesn't make you right? Anyway, love him. What am I buying here? We have 5600 Flame Blessed Iron, which means that I cannot get a Wave Shredder, but I want an ensemble. We've got Pink Tropical, which comes complete with a blue Murloc floaty. Some sandals. We also have the bikini version of the swimwear. And then you've got like loungewear and stuff, but yeah, I think it's all about the swimwear. I do want to go back for the other things, but you know, it's fine. We're gonna get lots of Flame Blessed Iron. We're not close to done with this place yet. I do still own a WoW cookbook. I used to do cooking streams a long time ago. That might have been me. I've been around for a couple of minutes, you know. Approaching half an hour. Strength X? 2-handed Strength X? I don't know. Isn't technically correct the best kind of correct? You know, when I was younger, I really thought that. And the older I get, the less worried I am about it. Oh, dear. Nice disenchants. Are we getting bonus time because you left early for raid testing? No, you were getting a couple of minutes of bonus time because I showed up late today. But no, I don't have any plans to stream extra. Am I less correct? I'm less worried about being correct at the expense of everybody else around me, I think. I was kind of a little hyper literal when I was younger, and I've made a lot of progress on just relaxing a little bit. There is a time and a place to be correct, and there is a time and a place to be a reasonable person to talk to. You know, you gotta pick your moment. Oh, I've got all these extra beverages in my bags. That's part of my problem. And I have extra knowledge. There's enchanting knowledge right there. So happy. Cooking videos gave me the idea of buying it. Perhaps cooking. Never been that good in the kitchen. The WoW cookbook's kind of cool for that because they have skill levels assigned to the different recipes that kind of correspond to like the WoW profession skill levels. And they have some that are like really great for just getting started. They have some really basic stuff that is straightforward. Not like completely bulletproof, but pretty close. And then you can kind of like try those things and get comfortable with them and then like work your way through the book. It's nice that way. There's one that's literally just like toast and eggs. And it's good. It's great. If you've never made that before, it'll get you going. 1 to 5 or 1 to 300. I think it had just a different... I don't think it was 5. It wasn't like a number. It was more like a journeyman versus master level cooking thing, I think. I'd have to take a look at it. Alright. Does this character need to be anywhere else, or is she good? This is my last stream of the week, eh? So next week I'm going to have all kinds of weekly stuff to do. That seems like a perfectly reasonable place to leave her for that. Oh yeah, it's going to be Plunderstorm, isn't it? I will probably stream some Plunderstorm. I'm not going to promise any bonuses, though. Alright, Kitty, what do you think? Are we done for a week? Hi. It's Sunday. That's Hazel's Friday. I think we are finished with our streams for the week. I'll be back on Wednesday, 9 a.m. Pacific. That'll be a full-length stream. Thursday, Friday will be halvesies next week because of raid testing and trying to survive that. I appreciate the company very much. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!